Don't you see how superficial a life of wealth and success ultimately is?
There is a lot to like about Good Fortune. It takes the classic guardian angel tale, puts some modern spin on it, and by that I mean a harsh reality. Directed by and starring Aziz Ansari, alongside Seth Rogen and Keanu Reeves, the whole idea behind Good Fortune is the kind of thing I want to see more of. It not only takes the classic guardian angel tale and completely reverses it, but it also stands to be a piece of commentary on life today. Arch is presented as somebody who not only has issues, but is literally done with life, and the way they do it is, let's face it, all too relatable. Despite things being awful, he isn't a bad person, he's by no means lazy, he even addresses how others have it way worse. Something you won't see at a Harvard University. Jeff, on the other hand, had luxury practically gifted to him, but even though he's supposed to be unlikable, he really isn't. He has a few dickish moments, but given the situation he ends up in, you can't really dislike him too much. I like how they both interact before anything happens, you don't sense any disdain or superiority, and the outcome is, it comes across as more genuine. That's not what you expect. No, that would be a lot of cliches, but like most of the movie, it's not the case. True to the film's premise, you don't know what to expect, you really don't know what's gonna happen, that could be a good or a bad thing. But upon the Keanu Reeves angel giving Arch what he desires, essentially switching places with Jeff, the way it doesn't work is honestly hilarious. Him not being miserable, downsides being non-existent, the idea of somebody getting everything they want and actually liking it fits in perfectly with the modern era. You see, it's not just a joke, they actually go into detail on why it solved his problems, and the key word is here, problems. You can say money doesn't bring happiness all you want, but the idea of not being in debt is a form of happiness, and so is living, without stress. Maybe in the 40s that wasn't apparent. The Twilight Zone had 2 episodes about this. Long story, they both kinda sucked. But nowadays, watching that scenario play out, the idea of seeing somebody throw away the money and go back to their life of friends and companionship is pure and simply not reality. If you just want what you don't have, that's one thing, then the lesson makes sense. But if you're in debt, actively trying and still have nothing, I think this becomes a lot more relatable. If you didn't have to worry constantly it'd be okay, that's pretty much part of it. The way they portray it is really damn funny. I just hope the audience understands the message. Keanu Reeves playing the angel, Gabriel is genius, being in charge of distracted driving, having unusually small wings. Even though I'm not a huge Keanu Reeves fanatic, I find him somewhat stiff.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Whenever he's given a comedic role, I tend to prefer that. Because he is in a way kind of dull, so playing somebody who's meant to sound that way, due to not understanding stuff, I'm sorry, that's the Reeves I like. In fact, without his unique facial hair, I may look past him. That being said, he's great in this, overall real damn funny. The bit about smoking, him eating for the first time, realizing where his paycheck goes, more great commentary. Unless it's meant to be serious, I was at no point not laughing. Speaking of the comedy, it goes well beyond that. They have lots of funny moments, like the meditating app having ads, the angels text explaining what they do, they make it into some real-life issues, but it's no short on laughs. Unfortunately, it is short on cohesion, even though it has a clear and obvious message along with a unique idea. At some point, it gets lost in translation. You get a couple of scenes that don't go anywhere, a love interest who is really just a plot device, though not a very bad one, and at times you get the idea a cohesive story wasn't really the main goal here. I will say it goes in directions you don't expect, and for the most part I'm okay with that, but I can't get past the disjointed writing. Another issue is Arch not selling how bad his life is. It's clearly not good, but he occasionally comes across as overly positive. I much prefer Jeff, the way he handles losing it all, realizing what life is like. It leads to a lot of real hilarious bits. Him and Gabriel are honestly a great duo, and it's a funny dynamic as they both experience real life together, despite having completely different backgrounds. It leads to so many fantastic scenes, I just wish the movie could have been as well thought out. Even the ending isn't particularly fascinating. I was hoping for something a bit more unique. The way they got to it felt kinda rushed too. You'd think it wouldn't go that way. But that being said, it isn't just things work out because they work out. Like most stories about guardian angels, Gabriel's involvement did play a role. It's not just about the lesson, and I do really like that. The issues don't take away from the concept, the combination of comedy and relatively serious subject matter, but the most important thing is they don't patronize the audience. They don't play down what is basically reality and say, don't worry, all life is good. Not a perfect movie, I wish it was, I do really like it, but if a comedy can make you laugh a great deal, while also covering some of the hardest facts of life, I can't call it anything but a pretty damn good time.
Party on, dudes!
Unfortunately, the issues are going to hold it back, but an achievement nonetheless, so let me know what you thought about Good Fortune down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please share it, hit the like button, consider subscribing, and if you don't hit the bell, you will not see any new videos. Notifications tend to fall short. I'm the analyst, and remember kids, you don't need money when you have a Keanu Reeves angel.